Masturbation is often seen as a harmless or even beneficial activity, a natural part of self-discovery and personal health. Yet what happens when this seemingly simple habit begins to overtake other aspects of life? For many, it starts as a source of relief or a way to navigate stress. But unchecked, excessive masturbation can lead to consequences that ripple across physical health, emotional stability, and social relationships, especially for older men who may face unique vulnerabilities due to age-related physiological changes. This video takes a deep dive into the hidden costs of overindulgence, exploring how this habit might subtly erode well-being and how to regain control. The impact on physical health. Masturbation is a natural part of human behavior, and when practiced in moderation, is unlikely to cause harm. However, frequent or excessive indulgence can have unintended physical consequences that deserve attention. Understanding these potential effects can help you make healthier choices for your body. Skin irritation and sensitivity. Frequent masturbation, particularly without proper lubrication, can lead to skin irritation and discomfort. The repeated friction can cause redness, micro tears, or increased sensitivity in the genital area. Over time, this wear and tear might create a cycle of discomfort, making even routine activities like sitting or walking unpleasant. This is especially true if proper care isn't taken to soothe and protect the skin after frequent activity. For those prone to irritation, neglecting these minor injuries could lead to infections or prolonged sensitivity that disrupts daily life. Pelvic floor strain. The pelvic floor muscles, located at the base of the pelvis, play a critical role in many bodily functions, including sexual health. Excessive engagement of these muscles during masturbation can lead to strain, tension, or even chronic pain. Overworking these muscles can contribute to a condition known as pelvic pain syndrome, characterized by persistent discomfort in the lower abdomen, groin, or genital area. This strain can make sitting for extended periods or performing physical activities uncomfortable, emphasizing the importance of moderation and proper techniques to avoid unnecessary stress on the body. Energy depletion and fatigue. The physical act of masturbation involves not only muscular effort, but also a surge of hormonal activity. With ejaculation comes a release of prolactin, a hormone linked to feelings of relaxation and fatigue. While this can provide short-term stress relief, frequent repetition of this process may deplete energy reserves over time. Older men in particular may notice that their recovery time after ejaculation increases, leading to a sense of prolonged tiredness or reduced stamina throughout the day. This exhaustion, though subtle, can impact productivity, motivation, and overall quality of life when compounded by frequent indulgence. Prostate health concerns. There is a duality to how masturbation affects prostate health. On one hand, moderate ejaculation has been linked to a reduced risk of prostate cancer, as it helps to clear out potentially harmful substances from the gland. However, overindulgence can have the opposite effect. Excessive stimulation of the prostate may lead to inflammation, discomfort, or conditions such as prostatitis. Symptoms of an overstimulated or inflamed prostate include pelvic discomfort, urinary issues, or a feeling of pressure in the lower abdomen. Maintaining a balanced approach is crucial to safeguarding both the short and long-term health of this vital gland. 2. Emotional and mental well-being. Excessive masturbation can have a profound impact on emotional health, often resulting in cyclical patterns that can leave individuals feeling trapped in a loop of guilt, dependence, and diminished self-worth. This repetitive behavior doesn't just affect the body physically, but also the emotional and mental state, leading to long-term consequences that can be difficult to break free from. Guilt and shame. Feelings of guilt and shame are commonly experienced when masturbation is perceived as excessive, particularly when influenced by cultural, societal, or religious beliefs. These emotions can significantly amplify internal conflict, making individuals feel as if they are failing to meet personal or societal standards. The internalized judgment of one's own behavior often leads to a decreased sense of self-worth and heightened anxiety. Over time, this persistent guilt can erode confidence and exacerbate feelings of unworthiness, which can spill over into other areas of life, including work and relationships. It's important to recognize that while guilt may arise, acknowledging and addressing these emotions in a healthy way can be a step towards self-acceptance and growth. Emotional avoidance. For many, masturbation becomes a way to avoid confronting deeper emotional issues, such as loneliness, stress, anxiety, or boredom. While this behavior may offer a temporary escape, it doesn't address the underlying causes of these feelings. In fact, over time, this can lead to emotional avoidance, where individuals start relying on self-gratification as their primary coping mechanism. Instead of learning to manage emotions in a healthy and constructive way, they may become trapped in a cycle of seeking temporary relief, leaving emotional growth stunted. Breaking this cycle requires individuals to learn healthier coping strategies, such as mindfulness, exercise, or building supportive social networks that provide lasting emotional stability. Erosion of self-worth. When the habit of masturbation becomes excessive and difficult to control, it can lead to feelings of powerlessness and a lack of discipline. This struggle can significantly impact one's self-image, with individuals starting to view themselves as weak or incapable. The negative impact on self-esteem is not just about the behavior itself, but the sense of loss of control over one's own actions. Over time, these feelings can erode confidence, leading to further emotional distress and a greater sense of isolation. To restore self-worth, it is crucial to focus on building self-discipline and self-compassion, understanding that everyone faces challenges and setbacks do not define one's value. Anxiety and depression, excessive masturbation, especially when coupled with the consumption of pornography, can interfere with the brain's reward systems, leading to diminished pleasure in everyday life. Over time, the brain becomes desensitized to typical sources of joy and satisfaction, creating an emotional numbness that can contribute to feelings of anxiety and depression. This diminished emotional response can make even normal, enjoyable activities feel less fulfilling, which can worsen symptoms of depression. It's essential to be mindful of these patterns and understand that balancing physical and emotional health through self-awareness and positive habits can help to break the cycle of dependency. 3. Social and relationship implications. Excessive masturbation doesn't only affect the individual, but can have far-reaching consequences on social and interpersonal relationships. It can create emotional distance between partners and significantly impact intimacy, causing long-term issues that are often overlooked until they become deeply ingrained in the relationship dynamic. Diminished desire for partners. When self-gratification becomes a dominant focus, it can start to reduce the desire for intimate connection with a partner. The act of masturbation, particularly when paired with pornography, can create unrealistic standards and a reliance on immediate self-fulfillment. This shift in focus can lead to misunderstandings in romantic relationships, where one partner may feel rejected or unimportant due to the lack of intimacy. Over time, this emotional disconnect can create feelings of dissatisfaction and strain the relationship. To address this, it's important for partners to communicate openly, express needs, and prioritize real-life intimacy over instant gratification, fostering a deeper, more meaningful connection. Unrealistic expectations. One of the most significant ways excessive masturbation impacts relationships is through the formation of unrealistic expectations. The consumption of pornography often skews an individual's perception of sexual norms, body image, and performance. This distorted view of sex can lead to unrealistic expectations in real-life relationships, causing dissatisfaction and frustration. For example, partners may feel pressured to meet exaggerated standards or may struggle to connect on an emotional level due to the detachment caused by these unrealistic representations. To combat this, it's vital for individuals to understand that real intimacy is based on mutual respect, trust, and emotional connection, not just physical appearances or performance. Isolation and withdrawal. When masturbation becomes a priority over other aspects of life, such as social activities, work, or spending time with loved ones, it can lead to a sense of isolation. Excessive focus on self-gratification often leads to the withdrawal from social interactions, leaving individuals feeling disconnected and lonely. This isolation can further exacerbate feelings of depression or anxiety, creating a vicious cycle of emotional withdrawal and loneliness. Building a balanced routine that includes healthy social interactions, physical activity, and personal hobbies can help break this pattern and restore a sense of connection to the world around you. Re-engaging with friends, family, and loved ones can also provide emotional support, reducing the tendency to isolate oneself. 4. Spiritual and philosophical perspectives. From a Stoic standpoint, indulgence in pleasure, whether physical, emotional, or mental, is seen as a potential distraction from higher pursuits such as virtue, wisdom, and personal development. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of self-control, discipline, and maintaining focus on what truly matters in life. Living virtuously, cultivating inner peace, and striving toward meaningful achievements. Stoics believe that overindulgence in pleasure not only disrupts personal growth, but also prevents individuals from achieving their fullest potential. Excessive engagement with physical pleasures, including masturbation, can become an obstacle, leading one to lose sight of the higher goals that give life its true meaning and purpose. In this context, the pursuit of personal growth and inner virtue requires an individual to be vigilant, practicing self-restraint and avoiding distractions that might lead them off course. When pleasure becomes the focal point, it undermines the capacity for growth and learning, pulling attention away from intellectual, creative, and emotional pursuits. The Stoic philosophy encourages individuals to direct their energy and focus towards self-mastery, personal integrity, and the development of meaningful relationships, which are considered the true sources of fulfillment. Loss of vital energy. Beyond Stoic philosophy, other traditions, such as Taoism and Ayurveda, place great emphasis on the concept of vital energy or life force. These traditions view sexual energy, and specifically ejaculation, as a release of this precious resource. Taoism, for instance, believes that vital energy, qi, sustains both the body and mind. An excessive release of this energy through masturbation can lead to a depletion of one's physical and mental vitality. In Ayurveda, the life force is also associated with physical and emotional health. And when this energy is drained, it is thought to lead to fatigue, loss of motivation, and a general sense of weakness. This depletion of vital energy can significantly reduce productivity, as individuals may find themselves feeling lethargic or uninspired. When too much focus is placed on seeking immediate gratification, it becomes more difficult to summon the energy needed for more meaningful and long-term pursuits, such as career development, intellectual growth, or creative endeavors. Many people who experience the depletion of vital energy through frequent self-gratification report a lack of drive and a feeling of emotional numbness, which can create a vicious cycle where they feel less motivated to pursue their goals and passions. Distraction from goals. An important aspect of personal growth is the ability to stay focused on long-term objectives, such as intellectual development, career progression, or building meaningful relationships. However, excessive indulgence in physical gratification can easily derail these ambitions. The more time and energy spent on seeking immediate satisfaction, the less one has to devote to their higher goals. This can lead to a sense of unfulfillment, as individuals may realize they are neglecting what truly matters in pursuit of momentary pleasure. A Stoic would argue that the more one becomes absorbed in seeking external pleasure, the more distracted they become from internal growth and the cultivation of virtue. Over time, this distraction can become ingrained, leading to a life that feels shallow or unsatisfying. For example, a person may become so preoccupied with self-gratification that they lose sight of their intellectual pursuits, creative projects, or even meaningful relationships. They may struggle to find joy in activities that once brought fulfillment because they have become accustomed to the fleeting, shallow pleasure of instant gratification. The result is often a deep sense of dissatisfaction as the individual realizes that they are not achieving the personal growth or accomplishments that they truly desire. 5. Practical steps toward balance. Achieving balance and regaining control over the habit of excessive masturbation requires deliberate effort and introspection. If you find yourself struggling with self-gratification, there are several actionable steps you can take to create a healthier relationship with this aspect of your life. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is an invaluable tool when it comes to understanding your habits and motivations. The first step in creating a healthier relationship with self-gratification is to reflect on your behaviors. Ask yourself, why am I engaging in this behavior? Is it to cope with stress, boredom, or emotional discomfort? Practicing mindfulness can help you identify the underlying causes of your habits, allowing you to respond more intentionally rather than acting on autopilot. Journaling can also be a helpful practice in this regard. Writing down your thoughts and feelings about the behavior can help you track patterns, triggers, and emotions associated with masturbation. By recognizing these patterns, you can better understand the emotional needs driving the habit and start addressing them in healthier ways. Set boundaries. Establishing boundaries is essential when it comes to any indulgence, including masturbation. One practical step is to limit the frequency or circumstances under which you engage in this behavior. This could involve setting a specific schedule for indulgence, ensuring that it does not interfere with daily responsibilities or social obligations. Additionally, limiting exposure to pornography or other external stimuli can help reduce reliance on these sources of gratification. By setting boundaries, you prevent masturbation from becoming a habitual escape, and instead it remains a conscious choice rather than an impulsive reaction to emotional discomfort. Explore other outlets. Redirecting your energy into more fulfilling activities is a powerful way to reduce reliance on self-gratification. Engaging in activities such as regular exercise, creative hobbies, or mindfulness practices can help to channel your energy into something productive and nourishing. Exercise, for example, is a great way to boost your mood, increase energy levels, and relieve stress. Benefits that can reduce the temptation to seek comfort through self-gratification. Similarly, exploring creative pursuits like writing, painting, or learning a musical instrument can provide an outlet for emotional expression and intellectual engagement, fostering a sense of fulfillment that goes beyond the short-lived satisfaction of physical pleasure. Strengthen relationships. The quality of our relationships has a significant impact on our emotional well-being and personal growth. Investing time and energy into deepening relationships with loved ones is a crucial part of developing a more balanced and fulfilling life. Instead of focusing on self-gratification, prioritize building emotional intimacy with a partner. Open communication, shared experiences, and mutual support are key elements of a strong relationship. By nurturing these connections, you reinforce your emotional foundation and ensure that your romantic and social bonds remain healthy, enriching, and emotionally satisfying. Seek professional support. If you find that masturbation is becoming compulsive or is causing distress in your life, seeking professional help is a wise step. A therapist can help you understand the underlying factors contributing to the behavior and offer strategies for managing it in a healthy way. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, for example, can help you address the thoughts and patterns that fuel the habit, empowering you to take back control of your actions. Joining a support group can also provide a sense of community and shared understanding, helping you feel less isolated in your journey toward balance. In the end, it's about finding balance in all aspects of life, including your physical and emotional well-being. Moderation is key when it comes to habits like masturbation, and by being mindful of your actions, you can prevent any negative effects from impacting your overall health, relationships, and sense of self. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated with more content on health, mindset, and personal growth. Thanks for watching, and remember, a balanced life leads to a more fulfilled one.